So what is the big deal about the global offer then? Well, really, for me, it's three key things. It's the size of the change that we're managing our products through the 5 business categories, through the end-to-end ownership of the entire team. And of course, the second thing really is the fact that as we globalise the range, we'll have more products available to more customers, more reliably, and impeccable service. And I guess the third thing is getting more from what we already have, the return, driving the return on stock. And of course, with this, the ambitions is this will contribute significantly to the growth of the company. You know, in the past, we built the company on our local offers, local product offering. And what's happened in the world, of course, is everything has globalised. And now we've gone from a local offer to a regional offer. And what we found, lo and behold, is when we offer to our customers in France the products that we had in Germany, we've increased our sales. All we really want to do is take it to the next and final phase, which is to globalise our offer, bring the fantastic range from Allied to RS, and take the range here we have in RS to Americas. We've done a lot of work as to, if we're going to build a product range, who are the end customers? And so we've very much focused on the electronics design engineer. And we've targeted those guys. We've got to have a fresh range, aggressive, all the newest products to market for those design engineers. And in fact, the machine and panel builders, who's our second key contact, they'll take a lot of what those electronics design engineers build. And so there's a significant tie-up between the electronics design engineer and the machine and panel builders. And then, of course, once it's in situ, over years, it will need to be maintained or repaired. And so that's why the maintainer is a real focus for us. Our whole product offer will be geared to those 3 key contexts. So a big fundamental change to the way we're going to market with our products is, instead of electronics and maintenance, which was the old way, we've just come up with 5 key product categories: semiconductors, IP&E, the automation control, electrical test and measurement, and the support products. And really all we're going to do, we've recognised that in each one of those buckets there is a different dose of medicine that we need to apply. Semiconductors, we want to be very aggressive globally and over-invest in that product. In support, what we want to do is fantastically profitable. It's these different doses of medicines that we have by the business categories that will determine our way forward. So, of course, we have electronics, or semiconductors, IP&E, and automation and control in our Famous 4 category. And what does Famous 4 mean? It just means whenever a supplier in those categories has a product that it wants to launch around the world with one marketing program, it thinks of RS or Allied first. And similarly, from our key customers, key customer contacts, those guys, whenever they have a need for the products in our range, they think of us first and not the competition. Simple as that. So, and the known for categories of electrical and test and measurement is very interesting as well. Of course, we're not sidelining the product range at all. We will continue to invest. The difference really being is, if one of our suppliers in that category comes out with a product that is a me too, there is no real benefits for us because we already have another manufacturer with that product in the range. There's no greater margin, there's no benefit. We won't put it in. If, however, a supplier comes along with something that has new features and benefits and is very exciting and will appeal to our design engineers, we will put that product into the offer. So it's a defend and grow strategy. We'll defend what we have, and we'll be very selective on what products we put in to grow that business. So, of course, our third and final category is in the must-have, which is designated by the support products. With our tools and our glues and cases and that sort of thing. And there really what we're looking at is that there won't be an enormous number of new-to-market products or broadening of the range. What we will be doing is brutally looking at, as products discontinue, as a tool, a drill is discontinued, we will replace it with another product. The focus will be, and it's a very profitable category, but the focus will be to return on the stock, to drive the margins up and drive our profit. So, of course, we didn't stumble across the idea of the Famous 4 just out of the blue. It's something that we've been working on for a while, the electronics and automation and control side of things. First of all, the DTAM, the accessible market for us is about £15 billion for high service level distribution in electronics, and there's about £5 billion for automation control. So not only is it a big market, but actually it's growing faster than any of our other markets. So for example, historically electronics and automation control have grown at 2x the GDP. So it's fast growing and it's a big market. So of course, one of the biggest challenge we really have internally as far as the two product ranges, or the depth of two product ranges, is the Allied and the RS ranges. Between them there's over 500,000 products. A third of that range is in Americas and 2/3 is in RS land. But what are we going to do? If we look at the two ranges, less than 20% of what we have is common in both territories. And common, what I mean with that is the same part number with the rich content with competitive pricing. Where we want to get to is 75% of that range is common everywhere. We've got precedents for this. If we look at what we've done in Europe, when the maintenance guys back in 2010 decided to actually level up their offer in Europe, so in other words, what we had in Germany we made available to the UK or France, for example. And what we found is when we embarked on that process, we had less than 50% of our range common. Now we have more than 75% in common. In those 2 years when we did that level up, we have had over £30 million worth of incremental revenue at no additional cost to our inventory. We're getting more from what we already have. Everything that we're doing internally is one thing, but how does it impact and affect our key customer contacts? And in fact, electronic design engineer or machine and panel builder, what do they want? They want the latest products, the latest new-to-market products. They want them available the next day. They want visibility of the price and the service they're going to get. So as we globalise the offer, as we make everything visible on the web, the advantage that we have is for our millions of customers around the world to be able to pull from our inventory from our 17 distribution centres around the world. No one else can have that local one-day, next-day service as well as a global 2 or 3 days guaranteed service.